We had McGregor, Taven, Goldson and Borna at the back. Alfie Kent, Refeat and Defoe in attack. Davis, Jack, Kamara, Arfield, Hadji came alive. With Hellenden and Balogun, they won us 55. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. Oh Rangers, we love you. Not forgetting Joe Aribo, his name we couldn't fit. Like Edmondson and Barker, we knew they'd done their bit. McLaughlin, Jones and Bassey, Bungani, Zunga and Nico Katic couldn't play, but he's Rangers through and through. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. Oh Rangers, we love you. So Stephen Gerrard came to Ibrox along with Gary Mack, and they were set the challenge to bring the title back. The day that he arrived, Thierry ended on let's go, and now he's there for all to see. The league flags coming home. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. Oh Rangers, we love you.
Well, hello, good evening and welcome back to Rangers Radio. Rangers 1, Hibernian 0, away Easter Road in a hard-fought match on a very, very difficult pitch. Join myself, Foxchair, to celebrate the
mate. You're on the teddy bears, yes, another one chopped off. Well done, the boys.
Yeah, we run out comfortable winners in the game, played the vast majority of the football. First half, we were on top for maybe the opening 15 minutes. They came into it a bit with a couple of crosses into their goal, nothing spectacular. First half petered out. Obviously, Sky, if they mentioned Morelos once, they mentioned them a million times. I got a feeling he looked at the ball and he missed it, and he stood in the boy's leg. I'm not denying that, but I don't know if it deserved all that attention. And then we moved on to the second half, and I've got to say, our good players took control of the game. In midfield, Kent came into the game, Morelos at times as well. I thought Joe Aribo, and then he gets a wonderful goal, folks. Wonderful goal.
Oh, great move. Morelos picks the ball up in the corner, slips it back to Tav. We clip into Stephen Davis to Joe Aribo. A lovely wee flick round the corner, and there's Morelos to pick it back up and stick it in the net. We score some really clever goals, Ops. They were brilliant.
Lovely touch. And then, apart from one cross, maybe two, maced into the box, we ran out real comfortable winners, controlled, could have scored more goals with a bit of luck, some nice play at times. I thought Kamara at times showed good technique, shimmies and pace on the ball. Davis making his play all round. Good to see Roof getting some minutes. I thought Big Itten done well when he came on, mate.
I did indeed.
Yeah, team player. Run out. And I also thought that Zungu done everything that was asked of him, mate. I don't know if you noticed him just picking it up, winning it, and slowly picking up the pace of Scottish football, yeah?
Aye, everybody that came on the night played their part. The first half was, I thought we played well in parts in the first half, just couldn't find the final ball. The ball wasn't sticking with Alfie, he kept miscontrolling it. But we played some neat triangles, and I'll tell you one thing, we didn't get off to a slow start. I think the boys were up for it tonight, and that's why we've won the game. The other thing I'd like to say, I didn't know that was Sky I was watching. I thought it was Hibs TV. That commentary is absolutely horrendous, isn't it?
Well, and in the second half, when the game started, mate, I think it took them 12 seconds to mention, or 20 seconds to mention the Morelos incident, which had gone. You know, you can't change it in a game of football, you know, and then we have to deal with it. All right, okay, mate. That's your thoughts. Others might see it differently.
Well,
sorry. Yep, carry on, mate. Carry on.
Just on the incident with Alfie, mate, I didn't think it was a deliberate stamp either. people might see it. I thought he had nowhere else to put his boot down, mate. I mean, Edward done it in a game a few games ago, was never shown in the highlights, never mentioned, but you know what they are with Alfie.
Mm-hmm.
And if he did mean it, he took a chance with that Clancy, that's all I can say, you know.
Aye, okay. Aye, mate, aye, all right. I'm not denying that he stood on his leg, mate, but there's a difference, yeah?
But how good was it, mate, him scoring the winner? Because that'll have them all beeling for the next week, mate. I loved it when Alfie scored the winner, mate. Absolutely loved it.
Karma. Okay. People want to join us, give their thoughts on a great victory. What's the number?
The number is 0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at RangersRadio.online. We'll be on the call by Old School Blue. Phone in, hang up, and we will phone you back. We will bring you into the conversations, yeah? ASCP. I imagine all the bears will be buzzing, mate, because we looked at these programmes, away to St Mirren, home to them, away to Aberdeen, away to Motherwell. Well, obviously we took it when we beat Ross County at home, and then we're away to Hibs, and we're saying, oh, how's that going to go? Tremendous results, folks. Tremendous.
Look, the way the so-called computer worked it out was January was purposely for me a time when they gave us difficult fixtures. Celtic had easy fixtures, so they thought. But we've come through it. What's that, New York's 13 points out of 15.
The 5 games. 13 out of 15, yeah. They've took 6, yeah.
Aye, well, there's what's that? Is that a 7 point swing?
Aye.
And now we've got a more comfortable next month coming up, so let's hope we just maintain how we're doing it. We're taking 3 points out of every game and get this league won.
Here, mate, here. Remarkable, another clean sheet, folks. Credit where it's due. I thought Herlanda was a pick of the defenders tonight. Yeah.
I thought actually that him and Goldson, mate, both put in a shift again tonight, and they've got the defending down to a fine art. They're good at playing players offside, and then when they're under threat with high balls coming into, they're there to knock them away, mate. I think they're a great pairing at the moment. Okay. And even Balogun doesn't make a difference either. They're a well worked troop, you know. Played
26, 123, 3 drawn, lost none, 66 for 7 against, mate. Goal difference of 59 and .72. That's the stat that matters. Yeah.
1972 was that?
No, might as well be, but a nice 72 points, mate. We're clocking up the points, mate, and that's us. That's the team. Well, apart from them, we've still got to go to their place the last game before the split, which we could win the league, I think, if we keep winning more games there, mate. That's what it looks like.
No, that would be the cherry on top of the cake, wouldn't it? Going there and winning there, mate. That would be tremendous. You know, the support would love that.
That's if they don't drop any more points, mate. You know what I mean?
Aye. Probably they'll deliberately drop points so we don't win it there. You know what like they are, mate.
Aye. I'm just waiting for the manager's comments, mate, yeah? And then we'll get some phone calls. He'll be right with us, yeah?
I take it he'll be very happy as well, because it was a professional display tonight. We never gave them a foothold in the game. They had a wee flurry about 85 minutes where they had a wee go at our defence, but it held solid. And if anything, it was a possibility we'd have broke away and scored, you know. But all in all, I'm a delighted bear tonight.
Here, mate. I agree, mate. I thought we would win the game. I thought it would be more difficult than some people thought. And when we got the goal, I thought we were playing well enough we would go and get a second. We never. And then I wasn't nervous to the clock. Clipped to it 82 minutes, mate. I don't know why. And then you're thinking, oh, they're going to go up apart first shot at goal, you know. The thoughts come into your head. But we seen it out pretty well. We retained the ball well, and think we kept it for 5 minutes doing Tav's the outside right position, didn't we?
Who was your man in the match?
I've got to be honest, mate. I thought that Glenn Kamara.
Anyway, sorry, got you. I think we're getting the manager here.
On the pitch, but the players have stood up and posted a real important performance for us.
Another clean sheet as well. Does that add to how much you're pleased with that?
I love clean sheets. It's always a positive to take away. We got some really important blocks in the first half. We defended crosses really well, and we limited them to very few chances really over the course of the game. I thought we had a lot of control tonight over the pitch. I thought the subs that we added to the game were very important, and Alfredo's done what he does and popped up with a crucial goal for us.
We're speaking to Philip Helander after the game, and he was talking about how easy it is to come into this team, whether it's him or Leon, because of how well you're playing. Does that sum up just the progress this season?
I think when the team's confident, it always helps coming in. We're trying to manage Phil and Leon. They're very important. We need 4 centre-halves over the course of a season. But the players are playing with belief, and there's real clarity on what we're asking them to do. And we're demanding a lot from them. So at the same time, by doing that, I have to praise them a lot as well. And tonight they were outstanding to a man.
You mentioned Alfredo Morelos. You mentioned earlier as well about that sharpness that he seems to have back. Did he prove that again in the way he scored?
Yeah, well, we looked after him at the weekend after 60 minutes because we knew he would have had to put a right shift in for the team tonight. I thought he was really selfless in his work rate. Some of his hold-up play was a bit mixed at times, but just having him on the pitch, he's a real threat and he causes problems. So again, he's come up with a real big goal for us.
Early on, there was an incident with Ryan Porteous. Some of the boys in the studio felt it might have been a stamp. What was your view?
I've had no time to see that, Luke. I've tried to get out as quick as I can because you're cold, so I wanted to get you home as early as I could.
I really appreciate your concern. Will you look at that again if you need to? I always look at everything.
Just a few incidences out there from the side that I haven't seen clearly on both sides. But I didn't want to surround the ref and talk about them situations. I just got on with it at the final whistle.
In terms of the momentum again, is it just rolling on? How key is it? We keep hearing the cliche, 1 game at a time, but has that been really important for you this season in terms of just not getting too far ahead?
Very important. We've got a week now. We haven't got to get the weekend, so we'll give the players a bit of time to recover, and we'll come back in and prepare as hard as we can and as diligent as we can for the St Johnstone test at home.
Thanks for coming out so quickly.
You're welcome. Thank you.
What a man. What a progression.
Well said. He never get dragged into the Alfie Morelos incident, mate. There, he's too clever for them.
No, you want him. You want him as your mate when you've done that brilliant, smart job. Yeah, he knows all the right things to say. There's no Stevie G.
There was another incident in the game for me, and it involved Porteous, mate. I can't even remember if it was Joe Aribo or Glenn Kamara when he slid in, and then he raked his studs right down the boy's leg after the in the challenge, mate. He knew what he was doing there as well, but nobody made a point of that.
No. All right, we'll get Dave joining us. Evening, Dave.
Evening, lads.
How we doing, mate? You happy with that?
Well, I wasn't thinking that we were going to batter Hibs, but would have been nice, wouldn't it? I think Eaton looked absolutely amazing, game smart out there. He knew exactly what to do, drawing the fouls is sometimes the dark arts of football. And Eaton didn't look at his place at there. Roof, obviously, be a wee cameo in there towards the end. He looked as if he was starting to get a bit as well, so I think probably he'll be filling in for Morelos when the compliance officer suddenly remembers that they've got a job and decides to ban Morelos rather than anybody else.
Well, I don't know if he will get banned. There's a possibility. But if you think back to the tackle that was made on Morelos, Dave, by the Dundee United player, exactly. It was a coming together. Now, I know his fit comes down in his leg. I'm not trying to deny that, but the boys there...
His fit was already on the way down. That's
what I'm saying. I don't know if he meant it. I mean, only Alfie will know. That's all I'm saying.
The referee had a clear view of it, Ox. The referee had a clear view of it, and he didn't even deem it a yellow card, so incident finished as far as I'm concerned.
Well said, Fox. I know he's one of your favourite referees, yeah?
Aye, well, he wasn't an influence in the game tonight, although, as I say, the Tims will be bouncing up and down about it. I'm just so happy for that.
You must be happy, Dave. Come on.
It was a good match. It was a good match. I would have liked to have seen us gain Hibs a spanking, but that's never.
It's a
gonna
bridge,
happen.
man. It's a bridge, man. The bridge, man. 1-0. We'll take that. We move on, mate. 3 points. That's all that matters.
Exactly. No, there's just 8 games to go to the 50,000 in hand.
Here, mate. Here. Who was your man of the match, Dave?
It's difficult for me. I would say either. I know he came on late, but for the full game, I would say Kamara. But I actually really did like Eaton's game management out there as well. Towards the end, I think he'll turn good eventually. I think he should get a good restart for a full game soon enough. I really do.
They're working hard, the boy, when he came on. Only 10 minutes, but he gave it everything. And I agree with you. I thought Glenn Kamara had a good game. So it's all about results, mate, to get us towards that 55, mate.
All right. Thanks for taking my call, lads. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, Dave. Evening, Thomas. How we doing, mate?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. Good result?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Like to talk about that. See between Kamara, Kane, Aribo, see the touches that they made. It was absolutely world class. World class. I obviously go to the games and I watched them obviously at home now, but they were absolutely brilliant. Kent back to his best again.
I thought particularly second half, Kent had a good game. I don't think Aribo had one of his brilliant games, but what I will say, Fox, his touch for the goal, yeah?
Yeah, it was just his touches, some of his touches are outstanding, and even their plays, even their one pass touching and all that. So it really goes back to me sometimes. They're not going to do it. They're absolutely, from last season to this season, some team.
Brilliant.
They're really playing well.
Aye, we do have a lot of good, gifted, technical players on the side.
Yep.
And in certain games, each one of them will stick out for some sublime play. But make no mistake, this title will be won because it's a squad title for me. Everybody's playing their part in this run for 55, and they're coming on even off the bench and putting in great contributions to keep us where we are.
Totally agree with you. Totally. Even Ruth come on there for 10 minutes, whatever, and you even seen it after he come on, and same. Zungu, I'm on the bench with him, but anyway, but we all played our part. We'll just say the full team.
Yeah, mate,
as you say, the guys that come off the guys that come off the bench, you're right. It's a full team. It's no just 11 players on the park, just full squad.
Yeah, here, Thomas. Whereabouts are you, Thomas?
To Bolton.
I couldn't. Try to remember.
To Bolton, yes, yeah.
To Bolton, eh? Rabbi. You should have phoned in.
Rabbi Burns.
Phoned in on Monday, yeah. So,
aye.
I thought Kamara at times. He showed bursts of speed, Kamara, that I didn't know he had. And he's getting his shimmies that I didn't know he had, and then the boys, he's got a lot in his locker, Thomas, eh?
You said it, yeah.
Yeah?
You said it. He's absolutely, for we paid for him £50,000. I mean, what a bargain, and what a player.
I think I've paid better in fines when I've been out in... I'm out with Fox.
I'm Dundee.
Listen, mate, we've got a lot of callers coming in. Great to hear from you, buddy. You enjoy your night, and make sure you're on the train for this 55, brother. Eh?
Yeah, you better believe it. I'm going to George's Square for the 55.
Right. I might bump into you.
Wear your mask now.
That social distancing thing, I'll do that and all.
Cheers,
boys. You take care.
It'll be a Chris Boyd mask. Everybody will have on with that smile.
I've already got one.
Brilliant, Thomas. Speak to you soon.
Right, boys.
Cheers.
Right, you take care. Right, bye, boys.
Good on him, mate. Good on him. But just a good result, mate. Just a good result, yeah.
Well, I think a few is want to see us play the sparkling football, but that's not always
that pitch,
easy to do in that pitch. Aye.
How's it in such a state, folks? Do you know?
Well, come on, we've had a bit of snow and ice and heavy rain, mate. What do you expect at this time of the year, to be fair? You know.
So bad weather in Scotland in the winter, that's a shock, yeah? Anyway, we've been joined by George UK. Evening, mate. What's the swashbuckling battle doing?
All right, Gio.
All right, my man, how you doing? That was brand new, man. We totally bossed that game from start to finish, by the way. I couldn't believe how easy it actually was. You know what I mean? Some of our one-touch football was absolutely brilliant. I thought Kamara was absolutely outstanding tonight, man. You know what I mean? And I don't know, was it you, Alex, that said it, man? He said he was saying me some of the shimmies and that you didn't. I know, I never knew you could do that either. And I thought Stephen Davis was good enough, by the way.
Oh, it's just steady, mate. Just steady,
I know. And it could have been 3-0 if Morelos didn't miss two setters.
Aye, Alfie the bridge man on his cooking, mate. That was all.
That's the first time I think he's got it right all season, is it? No.
No, he got it right the last time we played Hibs at Ibrox, and I think he got it right. But he's got about 3 right, but he's on the ceiling tonight. He's playing his Lionel Richie LP. He's dancing on the ceiling.
He'll be writing out his report for his view from a bridge, you know.
Oh, I tell you what. Anyway, George.
You know, hear them, by the way. They couldn't do nothing but talk about that Alfie incident, know what I mean?
Mate, unbelievable.
Man, it's unbelievable, man. I just want the guy to get right because they want him to get too much fun.
What's it all about, Alfie? That's it.
Anyway,
thank God the roof's back again, know what I mean?
You'll enjoy this, George. We've been joined by Robert. How's Robert?
All right, Robert.
Evening, Ox. Evening, George. Evening, Fox. Can I just say to all my fellow bears out there, stop hiding behind your couches and your settees and everything else. This is it. James Tavernier is about to lift Endeavour's 55. And stop, guys, and I'm going to say this now, after tonight, can Rangers fans start, as Marvin Andrews would say, start believing, because we are now the champions of Scottish football. We're back where we belong. That's all I'm going to say.
Here, Robert. Here. Listen, mate, we knew we'd have had a run of games and we didn't want to count more chickens. It's no done. It's never done. It's done. But I think we can taste the Duraglot, Robert. We can taste it.
Hello. Can I say one thing? Just look at the players we've got on the park tonight, and I'll tell you one thing. And can I make a wee statement tonight? And I know he's your favourite, Sir Stephen Davis. But see, Sir Stephen Davis, he's learnt Glenn Kamara a lot of things, and he's taught Glenn Kamara how to be a football player. And see that wee Glenn Kamara, I've got to be honest with you. How much is that guy worth? Because by far he was the best player on that park tonight, Glenn Kamara.
I'll say this to you before I take this next call, Robert. If Frimpong's worth 10 million or whatever, Glenn Kamara's got a 3 in it, mate. It starts with a 3. Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Let me cut across you. Evening caller, listen, you've either got the show or your telly on, mate. Can you turn it off?
Sorry?
We can hear your telly.
Oh, sorry.
Aye.
All right.
I know it's embarrassing when you're watching Bang Babes and we can hear it.
No. I'm watching the Rangers phone actually. I've been watching all night.
What's your name, mate?
George Weir.
How we doing, George? Nice to speak to you, mate. What's on your mind?
Well, I'd just like to say, I think it was an absolutely brilliant show tonight. Rangers just bossed the game. Okay, Hibs had a couple of wee chances, but I think Alfredo should have maybe scored another couple of goals.
Could have done.
Chances.
Yeah, could have done.
I
thought it was a thoroughly professional second half performance, George.
To me, Rangers bossed the game, and Kamara to me was outstanding.
Absolutely standing.
I totally agree, mate. He stood out for me. George, you enjoyed Kamara as well, didn't you?
Aye, mate, man. He played the night, man. Like, I don't know, man. He just looked class, man. I mean, he played some of the moves he was making tonight. I've never seen him making the moves before. He was getting back. He was just ghosting by players. Know what I mean? Plus, he didn't like close proximity of a player, man. He would spin and get by them. They bother, man. I was like, this is brilliant, man. For 50k.
The last time I seen moves like that was up Fox up with Savoy.
Aye, that was without a drink.
No. No, I actually think his speed is absolutely unbelievable.
I don't know if you've heard Neil McCann talk about him. He says he's got a burst of pace, but he hides it well. But he showed it right. Fantastic. I thought he was the best man. I don't know who got man in the match. Did anybody pick that up?
I don't know.
I don't get it either.
Philip Hollander got man of the match.
I thought he did a good game as well, but I thought...
we did, didn't we?
I thought Kamara...
Philip Hollander got man of the match.
All right. Brilliant team performance, George.
Oh, aye, man. That was a total team performance. And see when they were doing the passing, by the way, the one-touch passing, it was excellent, man. I was like, this is class, by the way, you know what I mean? Get it up to his wash bucket and they'll be even better.
Yeah. George Weir, great team performance.
They're getting better at the one-touch passing every game, actually. But the only thing that annoys me is why don't they have a goal from outside the penalty box?
We've not got great shooters in my team. That is something we like.
They try to score the perfect goal all the time.
But listen, George, that's the way Rangers play. That's the way Rangers play. Whether you like it or not, Rangers play a bit like Arsenal. They play, and I'm not saying Rangers are Arsenal. I'm not for 1 minute saying Rangers are Arsenal. But let's not down the Rangers. No, I know you're saying right, but let's go down the Rangers because see what they're doing just now. It's happening, and it's getting us ones, and it's getting us towards that 55. So I see anybody that says, "Oh, why don't we shoot outside the box?" Well, I agree with you. We've not got an Alberts. We don't have a Van Bronckhorst, right? That's fair enough. But you know what? We have a Rangers team that are running, so let's enjoy it. And see that wee Glenn Kamara, I'll tell you right now, see that Glenn Kamara, what a player he is, what a player, and he will play in the and I'll make a statement right now, that Glenn Kamara will play in the English Premiership, whether it's Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United. They're no bigger and better clubs than Rangers, but they play a bigger and better league than Rangers. So see that wee Glenn Kamara, what happened? Did you watch his performance tonight? It was outstanding. And that's all I'm going to say. So it's all right saying, why don't we shoot outside the box?
I didn't mean it in a bad way.
You're right, mate. His performance was absolutely immense.
I didn't mean it in a bad way. We don't shoot for outside the box.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07766 831 344. Please leave.
But players seem to like that skill. We've not got an Alberts, we've not got Ian Ferguson. They're different types of players. Yes, they can do it on occasions, but it's not something they look to do. It's not their natural instinct to strike the ball from distance. But that's one very, very small chink in a very, very good team, Foxy boy.
Look, we don't score many goals from outside the box, but I'll tell you what, we score some really delightful one-touch passing football to create chances to score goals. And it's a big thrill to see somebody scalp one for 20 yards out, but it's also just as pleasing to see us open up teams with our superb passing. And that's all down to training ground, and you see it all the time when Rangers do their training videos. Wee short triangular passes in a box, mate. That they know what they're doing and they're very good at it.
All right. We're a good side, mate. There's nothing, look, I keep saying it, but I don't know if we realise what we've got here. I think it's Albert. It says we've got something special, and he's been proved right. George, we've got something special.
What one?
The other George is gone, mate. Yeah, I'm afraid.
All right. Well,
come off the couch, George.
Did you notice when Robert started that rant, he says, "Get behind. You can come out behind the couch." And I said, "Gee, I think he's having a go at you, mate."
The couch is gone. What? What was I going to say? All bears a wise man. Know what I mean? Let's be honest about it, man. This team they've got to know are special, man. I've not seen the Rangers team play like this for a good while, and I'm talking about not a good while, years. I'm talking about it. And this team, I just think they've got it all, man. Honestly, man. And see that shooting inside the box, that'll come. No, I'm talking about we'll get a player who can do that.
That big boy that was signed in a pre-contract, I seen one of his goals. It was about 30 yards out, nearly busting it. Aye.
He was a cracker.
Yeah.
We've been joined by Kilmarnock. Evening, Kilmarnock, mate. Great result, brother. Kilmarnock. Come on, Kilmarnock. Talk.
If Kilmarnock doesn't want to talk, I'll talk, Oaks.
You talk, Robert.
I'll talk about our manager, Steven Gerrard. I had a go at our manager after that St Mirren game. After that St Mirren game, I had a rant on Rangers Radio, and my rant was right, because I just want Steven Gerrard to succeed more than anything. And I know he's going to succeed now, he's going to get us 55. But I'll tell you one thing, see our manager, what a manager he has, because he came in after Casino's sideshow and Murty's sideshow. Our manager came in and he had to build a team from scratch, and he brought guys like Scotty Arfield, Alan McGregor, get it right here, Sir Stephen Davis, MBE. He brought these guys in for nothing, and look at the team he has built. Look at the team Steven Gerrard has built. And I'll tell you all guys, right on Rangers Radio tonight, 55 is ours, and it's thanks to our manager, Sir Steven Gerrard. And I'll tell you one thing, somebody said it outside the night in one of the podcasts, yes, build a statue with Sir Steven Gerrard, and see all those Rangers players, and the wee guy that came on Rangers Radio last night, Nacho Novo, he's a legend. See all these guys like Tavernier, Arfield, and the rest of them, they're all Rangers legends, because they have came through nothing. They were told over 20 years behind us lot for the East End of Glasgow. They're miles behind them, and all the referees and all everything in Scottish football was against us. And you know what? Rangers Football Club have came up and they've taken over, and you know what? They've put us back where we belong. Rangers are number one. Rangers are the essential.
Cheers, Robert.
Rangers are they're the number one club in Scottish football. Don't ever forget that, guys. And I'm sorry for going on a wee rant here. We are number one.
We know you how passionate you are, mate. We know you care. Right, okay. Kilmarnock, come on. Speak or forever hold your peace. No, Kilmarnock's no there. Come on, Kilmarnock. Okay, I well said, Robert. We are a good side. The manager's done a fantastic job. The players have took up the cudgel and brought into it.
We're a crank side, Ox. We're a crank side. Don't forget about it. We're a crank side. We're a crank Ox. We'll get players like Joe Aribo, Giannis Hadji, and players like Donald Bassett, left back, and James Tavernier. That wee guy went for 11 million. That wee simple. And where's worth James? I know we're not going to get 11 million for James Tavernier because he's 28 or whatever his age is. But what a defender. And you've got to be honest, guys, you've got to step back and think about this Rangers team now. They see this Rangers team now, they're fantastic. They're not conceding goals and they're scoring goals. They're fantastic, this Rangers team. Out of this world. And don't forget about it, guys. Don't be giving us, Celtic have imploded. No, Celtic haven't imploded. Rangers have been so good this season. It's been unbelievable. And do Rangers credit, because I don't think Rangers get the credit they deserve. There you go, Ox. I'm sorry, Ox. And I know I'm getting a wee bit excited here, but I'll tell you one thing. The Rangers this season have been outstanding.
Well said, mate. Well said. We'll get another couple of callers coming in. You have a shot at that, whatever you're having. Yeah. George, he's right, but he's right. I know he's passionate,
Yeah,
Robert. But
yeah, he's right, man. I know he's getting passion, man. I feel that way myself.
Oh,
100%.
Hello, how are we doing? Is that Jamie?
No.
Who is it?
Ginger.
All right, mate. What's on your mind? All right, new caller, yeah?
Yeah, I did call. It's about Rangers, about Stevie G, and ever since he's come in.
You've got your telly on in the background, mate, or the show?
No, it's my son. No, it's my son. No, it's my son. You can boot him out if you want.
It's up to you, mate. I'll come in and help you if you want.
No, I wish you could. You'd do me a favour there. No, but it's ever since. My point is, it's when Celtic and Rangers at the first of the starting, Celtic never invested in the club. They never did. They never put any money into the club, and that's got where Rangers are right now. We're in a place of where we can take advantage, and that's where Celtic have took the money rather than investing into the club. And people are not getting that. People are not being realistic and understanding that's where we've took advantage, because if Celtic would have invested into the club, then we would never be where we are right now. And that's just the reality of it. 100% of it.
Well, I'm not really worried about them. I'm only worried about us. And we're
but my point... go on.
We're 23 points clear. We've got 6 points all season. And who's to say if they'd spent another 100 million in their team that we still wouldn't have beat them twice this season?
Okay, but my point is, if Celtic do reinvest next season, then who's going to be on top next season then? That's my point here. My point is, Celtic have not invested in their team. Celtic have not done that.
They spent over 20 million in the summer, mate.
But
they bought a goalie.
Right.
They bought a goalie at 5 million. The only thing he can get close to catching is COVID. They brought a centre half in. The only thing they brought a centre half in for £2.5 million on loan.
So you're telling me I'm a Rangers man, 100%, but I'm a realistic fan as well. So on an investment point of view, so if you're telling me that you think that Rangers can invest more in a team and in the next transfer, then by all means. But I'm telling you right now, from a realistic point of view, that Celtic will have a more profitable and they will reinvest more than what Rangers have done over the last 3 seasons. That's my opinion.
And also, can I come in?
Wait a minute. Fox is going to come in. Fox.
No. Celtic have not invested in their team for the last 3 years.
I can agree with some of the things you're saying, caller, but there's a limit to what you can spend in Scotland. And maintain that in the wage bill. Celtic are at their premium of spend at the moment. They're losing money hand over fist this season. They aren't going to spend big unless they have a massive clear out. And then again, it maybe take them a season to catch back up with us.
And I'm sorry for interrupting, Celtic have got no option but to buy big. That's their only option this season. Otherwise,
that doesn't guarantee they're going to catch us, mate. We're still advancing as a side as well.
They spent 20 million quid in the summer, as I said, on a goalie. And the centre
but they've not reinvested my point is they've not reinvested in the last 3 or 4 years. So when they do reinvest, what's going?
They can't reinvest what they've no got, mate. They're no cash rich.
Well, I'd love that to be true. I would love that.
They're no cash
honest
rich.
to God, I'm a Rangers fan. I'm 100%. But from my point of view, looking in and looking out, I can only see Celtic doing one thing, and that is reinvesting them big.
I think they've got a lot of other things to spend money by the time this year's done, mate. They've got court cases coming up that they'll be spending fortunes on.
And that's just the start of it. Listen, mate, nice to speak to you, and I hope that boy of yours learns soon that you're the master of the household, brah.
No, well, it's quiet now, so you listen to you, boys, neighbour.
All right, cheers, brah.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Right, some more callers coming in. They're coming in thick and fast.
Can I come in there quickly?
Yes, you calm down now. Don't want you getting a hernia.
No, I've calmed down. Can I come in that last caller? And he's going on about what Celtic's going to spend. Caller, can I say one thing to you? What about which Rangers are going to spend? And I'll tell you one thing to that last caller, and I can understand where he's coming from, right? Fair enough where he's coming from. But can I say one thing to that last caller? Steven Gerrard. That's all I'm going to say to you, Colin. See us, what's Celtic going to do? Because they won't take this lying down. Well, do you know what? See, next season, Steven Gerrard's going to spend even bigger because he's going to have that Champions League money. And that's all I'm going to say to that caller. So, to that caller, please believe in Steven Gerrard.
Cheers, mate. I think we've been joined by Jamie now. Oh, it's Jim. It's Jim 115. How we doing, ref?
Good evening, guys.
Right,
calm yourself doing me, man.
Jim, give us your...
Why would I calm myself doing when we've just won 55?
Robert.
Jim.
Sorry, Oxford, did you say that? Sorry for that. I don't know. I can answer the call.
Give us your honest views, mate. You're the referee. You see the game slightly different from some of us, but your views on a big talking point.
I thought he could have walked, but that's what my call's about. What's going on with this Sky Sports? I counted they must have mentioned it at least 47 times. 47 times about Morelos. I mean, and I don't know if any of you heard that apart from the boy Porty said it was he didn't feel it was a red card. I don't know if any of you seen that. Apparently he's come out, he said it, he didn't think it was a red card. But the commentary on Rangers games is an absolute disgrace. The tackle on Kamara and the tackle on Jack could have easily have been the same.
No mention. I
think they mentioned Morelos' tackle more than they did the Rangers goal. And it's even big. I don't know. Did any of you see Big Boy there for again?
No, I was there.
But by the way, wait till you hear the big man. Big man called him out. He destroyed that Portis. He said to him, he said, let's see the goal again. Let's see the goal again. Shows the goal again. How bad his defender is. And he said about that. They asked him about the compliance officer, and his words were, "It'll be interesting to see if she turns up for her work because she's been nowhere in the last 2 weeks." That was his comments. That's good for something. By the way, it's beginning to get noticed now.
All right, we've also been joined by Jamie. Evening, Jamie.
Hi, Ox. I think that's been 3 announcements I've had to get on the day.
I know, mate. I've got it's a bad starter I've got, mate. Don't mock the afflicted.
Right, I've got 2 points tonight. Right, aye, fine. 2 points. The first one is on Hollander. When he plays over Balogun, I think we're a bit more attacking.
Excuse me, Jamie. Somebody get some noise coming through the TV.
It's me. I've just got a job there, guys. I'm going to say to you. He's all right. Sorry, I apologise there, Ox. He's again, guys.
Speak to you soon.
One step closer.
On you go, Jamie.
Aye, sorry. So Hollander, when he plays over Balogun, I think we're more attacking. Right, we've got more of a balance to our team. So I was wondering what the thoughts were on, who's the best centre half against which team. I think Rangers play better football when Hollander.
I thought Big Hollander had an excellent game. Fox.
Aye, Philip Hollander's the better defender, but I like Balogun as well. They both play their part in the side, and I think it depends on the opposition we're playing against, who the manager picks sometimes. I don't think he's got a favourite out of the two, but Hollander's a better defender, although I do think Balogun's more comfortable on the ball.
See, I would disagree there. I think Hollander's better on the ball. I think Balogun's good for pace. I think that's the reason he gets picked in some of the games when we play a higher line. But I don't think it's coincidence. We played well tonight and we played well against Ross County when Hollander's been in. I'd like to see the manager keep him in the team for a bit, I think. My second point was on Morelos. A bit like the previous caller there where they were talking about the pundits on Sky, in particular Andy Walker, how he kept mentioning Morelos. And I don't think it's fair that, we've come up against countless tackles this season or even the boy at Ross County, where he said something on the pitch, and there's never any action taken against it. Morelos is refereed to a different standard continuously in this country, and I wouldn't change him at all. I like the part of his game, that aggression. I think he was right to put the boot in Porteous tonight after what he done to Borna Barisic last season. And every game you watch us against Hibs, Porteous is the one that's deliberately trying to get Morelos sent off. He loves coming up against Morelos, and tonight Morelos got the better of him physically and skillfully, football-wise. I just want to know your thoughts on that. Would they change Morelos, and how is he refereed, and what about the media against him?
Right, okay, mate. I'll tell you what. There's a lot of questions here. I'll take them briefly, yeah, if that's all right, Jamie, yeah? Because I've got Big Alfie Australia. Look, Morelos gave the referee a decision to make. I don't think he meant it. I believe the boy Porteous has come out and said he didn't think it was a red card. The ball spun away and his leg fell on it, yeah? And the boy will know if he slammed it down or not. He'll feel it. So I think we might be making a mountain out of molehill. Morelos has been picked on, we know that, for some of the decisions that's went against him. But there's other times where he's left himself open to criticism. But the media tonight, that performance by the media team, trying to comment on that game of football, I've got to say, I thought it was a disgrace how many times. It was bordering on racism, if I'm being honest. The number of times they picked on Alfie and mentioned Alfie when the game was going on. Anyway, we've been joined by Big Alfie Australia. Evening, big man.
Thanks for calling us back, gentlemen. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you fine, mate.
Sorry, I just ran back up the site there. Another excellent result for us. Just one question I was really on here. Was that Linda that sang that song, the 55?
No, that was Jodie Pollock, mate. Jodie Pollock.
Oh, is it? I thought it was Linda. I was going to say she's a keeper.
We could have kidded on it was Linda, but it wasn't. No.
I thought it was Linda. I had a wee tear in my eye. It was wonderful. That was a wonderful start to the show.
Well,
that's what I did, man.
Great song. We think it's a great version. She's done it herself. She's wrote it.
That's wonderful. That was great, man. Honest, tear in my eye, man. I lump my throat. Great 55s on the way. So all we need to do is win another 8 games or drop 14 points out of 24. Not going to happen, eh? Today's the day, guys, I think.
It's beginning to look like that, mate. There's always a turning point, yeah. We'll get some decent fixtures coming up and all.
I know, but that was a hard fixture tonight, and the guy previously kind of stole my thunder. I do think, I might have mentioned that at the weekend, that I think we look a better team with Hollander in it. I don't have any problem with Balogun, which is a good thing, but I think we look a better team with Big Hollander in it. And I think on the show, and he's got 4 defenders. We need 4 defenders for the season, but I just think... not so much horses for courses, but I do think Hollander should be there more often than not, if that makes sense. And I'd just like to praise the team. And look, it is what it is with Morelos. We're going to get these things, but man, he's set us on our way, hasn't he? He scored a classic goal. He sent us on our way. We're not far away from 55 now, so thanks, Glasgow Rangers. Thanks, Mr. Gerrard. I'm going to have to go, guys, because I think we're getting rained off, believe it or not, and we're doing a hole. So I didn't understand that, but my heart bleeds for you. I know, but look, he's another wonderful show. Good to hear Fox. It's good when Fox is on. He's got a lot of good points. It's good to hear his dulcet tones. So you all take care, gentlemen, and all the best.
Cheers, big man.
Thank you,
Jamie.
Thank you.
You want to come back in?
That was basically my point. But I mean, the way Morelos plays and the aggression, I do think he meant to stamp on Porteous, but he's been a bit cute about it, I think, and he's obviously avoided the referee's attention. I don't think there's anything wrong.
Have you seen it, mate? The referee couldn't have been any closer to it.
But the referee's obviously not given the red. There's been enough in it. He's not changed the direction of where he's put his foot. So I don't think he can prove that he's deliberately done it, but I still think he has deliberately done it. Morelos knows what he's saying. He wants to leave ones on defenders sometimes, and it's because of the attention he gets for them. He's as good as he gets, basically, and he will not let himself be bullied. I like the way he plays. I like that part of his game, and I think that adds to our attack.
Can I come in there, Tony?
On you go, folks.
Look, if you take the incidents with Scott Brown over the season, the famous line coming out the commentary team is, only Scott Brown will know if he meant that or no. Well, only Alfie will know whether he meant it or no. And as far as I'm concerned, it was not a stamp.
Well said. Well said. George GK, I know we can taste the Uruguay. I know we're there, but we'll still know. We can't count our chickens but it's fully home with rooster.
No, it's true, man. Every game's the biggest game until it's mathematically impossible. Now I'm talking about. That's the way I look at it. I'm not getting the thing with the banners out and all the rest until I know that we've definitely won that league. There's still games to go, and I'm talking about. And I think, honestly, the way we are playing, I can't actually see us losing. I think we're a cracking team that I'm talking about, and I think we'll tan them in the ring running now.
Can I come in and say one thing? Morelos is a fault. And he should have been sent off the night. Let's no kid ourselves on Rangers fans. He should have been sent off the night. But he's just done what Brian's done for 10 years in Scottish football. He's just done what Kilmarnock and Motherwell players have done for years and years in Scottish football. He's a thug, and he gets away with it. And you know what? That's what wins his titles. That's all I'm going to say, guys. And I'm sorry. Don't kid yourself. Alfredo Morelos should have been sent off tonight. But stop raising him away for 10 years.
In your opinion, Robert, everybody sees it slightly different, yeah? Mr. Clancy,
can I ask you you've got to be honest about it. Rangers fans, Brisman comes in here every week. Brisman talks about nasty tackles against Rangers players. But Morelos was nasty tonight. It was nasty, and he should have been sent off. And if he had been sent off, that would have cost us that game tonight. I'm sorry, you've got to be honest about it. He should have been sent off tonight. It was nasty.
I think the fault.
I'm sorry for coming in here, and you see the thing is, you cannot slag Rangers players. You come onto forums like this, and you cannot say, "Oh, Morelos." It was. Don't get me wrong, his goal was fantastic, but he should have been sent off in it. Let's be honest about it. But we all shout about Kevin Clancy, we all shout about Celtic players getting away with murder. Morelos gets away with murder all the time. Dundee United tonight. I'm sorry. See that wee guy, people say rid of him. A great goal tonight, but I'm telling you one thing. He's nasty. Right, Robert, he's a nasty wee player.
Calm down.
No, they can't do nothing. He can't do nothing about it. He's a nasty wee player. He's a fuck.
Oh, we see me I lost Robert because he'll not calm down. Yeah. I don't know what happened there, Fox. To you?
I've got a clue, mate.
Yeah.
Look,
everybody's opinion. Look, I'm no way am I denying that Morelos stood in his leg, but only Morelos, as you rightly said, will know if he done it. And the referee was about 3 feet away.
Aye,
you know, George.
Exactly, that's the way I've seen it as well. Clancy's standing right there. Clancy's renowned for red carding Rangers players, know what I mean? And he's standing right there. If he deemed that a red card, Morelos would have been after the park. End of.
Aye, you're right. Look,
I mean, we're getting as bad as Sky here, mate. Let's look at the good points in the game, and the good points in the game was our team.
Well said,
you know, that's it.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
How we doing, Shuggy?
Not bad, mate, not bad. Happy. We dominated the game, but it was quite a hard-fought victory.
I thought we were a lot better in the second half, personally, mate.
Yes, but there was Hibs played well as well. Being who honest as Rangers fans are, Hibs made it hard for us. There were a few good talking points. Morelos, the referee deemed it was accidental, so he said in the park, but in my opinion, he was very lucky.
He gave the referee a decision to make. I'm not denying that. And only they've got the best shoe in the house for it. And if you see, if you one angle, the ball spins and he doesn't move his leg at all. He just brings it down. What force he brings it down for? Only him and the boy Portis will know. None of us know.
And if that was the case, McGregor, he's quite a nice, honest guy, ex-Rangers player, but he's Hibs daft, as we know. But he said the referee told him he seen it was an accidental. That's why he's seen it. Let's see, is that Claire White still the compliance officer?
I'm not sure.
If he is, he's not got. If he is, he's not got hope in hell.
My understanding is she's still in Dubai.
I hope she stays there.
No, she'll get what's your language.
No, sorry, but I hope she stays there because the women's is no dignity, dishonest. Scott Brown could poke somebody's eyes out and get away with it. Oh, it was an accident. He jumped into Scott Brown's fingers. That's why it seems, etc. with her. She's not honest. She's not, in my opinion, she's not an honest compliance officer. No, and personally, the only way it would solve it if we brought an outside compliance officer from England or Wales or something like that, someone that isn't involved in the Scottish Premiership. Do you think that would make a difference?
I don't understand what the compliance officer brings to the game, mate. I really don't. Personally, I just think Scottish football's paying a salary it doesn't need to pay.
To be honest, bring the compliance officer in. I just think sees the referees can't handle the game, basically.
You've already got per game. So, whatever they don't pick up.
Hello, anyway, can I cut across you, Jamie? We've been joined by a new caller. Evening caller. What's your name, mate?
Oh, hi, how you doing, guys? My name's Davey. I live in Doncaster.
How we doing, Davey? All right?
Brilliant, guys. Brilliant. Great result tonight.
It was all about the result,
I don't know if the performance was brilliant in the first half, but I thought, they picked up in the second half. That was a shame young Robert get cut off there with a bad connection, wasn't it? That was a shame.
These things happen. It's live radio, mate. Yeah.
I know. As you know, it's bad connections. It's satellites, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Oh well, there you go. But listen, guys, I'm actually just getting ready to go up my kit. But I just want to say before I go, I only started listening to you guys last week. Love it. Part was brilliant, man. Right? It's absolutely amazing. So there was a pal of mine on Facebook says to me, get yourself onto this Rangers Radio.
Right.
Just about 7 or 8, and I just love it. I love listening to you guys. Some of your wee snide remarks are brilliant. And I don't know if they're snide remarks or you've just been funny with each other, but I love it. And it's great that the people can get together. And we don't get infiltrated with Tims. That's great, isn't it? Well, I hope we don't. We
don't know. I'm not sure about that George Fee. We've got our suspicions about him, but listen, we're just trying to be bears and give a platform so that bears can speak. It's totally live. And by the way, we love Robert, but sometimes you've got to protect people for themselves. Yeah, this is totally live.
I mean, I thought probably it might have been a red card as well, but some you get.
Could have been. Only them will know that. He gave the referee a decision to make, and the referee never even booked him.
No, he didn't. And I was, after watching the interviews on Sky, and they spoke to the boy McGregor for Hibs, and he said he did go to the ref, and the reporter asked him, I said, what did the ref say to you? And he said, the ref says to me that he didn't think it was intentional. So the ref's seen it, so there won't be any retrospective action. Then when they asked Jack Ross said that the ref told him he thought it was just an accidental tango of legs. So that's what the ref's seen, and let's face it, it's Clancy. It's not like he's he's not around for giving us decisions, is he?
No, really, no.
That's what if that's what the ref's saying, then that's going to get in his report. So there won't be retrospective action, which I think a lot of Rangers fans were worried about. But sometimes you get away with these things. And listen, most of us have all played a wee game of football now and again, and we've had a wee elbow in the back of the head and stuff, innit? You go on with it. It's a big boys' game, innit?
Aye. Alfie gees it out and he takes it, David, yeah?
Exactly, he's getting kicked. Come on, he's been getting kicked all over the place for years, hasn't he?
Hello. You hang on there, David. We've got another new caller coming in.
No worries, Paul.
No, what's your name, caller?
Good evening, buddy.
Joe.
How we doing, Joe? What's on your mind, Joe?
I'm just a bit Alfie and that, you know what I mean, mate? Yeah, look. I live in London, right? I run Sunday football leagues and that. I was registration secretary for the West Middlesex and that, yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Mate, he's left a wee bit on him, that's it, man. End of the day. Yeah? Ref seen it. Ref decided that it's not happening. Bang, that's it. If anything, the player would have made more out of it. You know what I mean? The player never did anything, man. The player got up and go on with the game.
Cool.
Yeah?
Well said. Can we just, we've only got a few minutes to go with the show, can we just tweak around and look at some of the football we played in the second half? And if you look at the goal, mate, can I go back to Davy for Doncaster?
Aye.
Double D. That's some of Fox's favourites. Double D. Right. The football we played in the second half on that pitch was superb.
I thought it was brilliant.
You control the game. That's what you do. You keep the ball. You control the game. I run Sunday football teams and that. You know what I mean? I work in football. Yeah. I live in London. I was born in Glasgow. You know what I mean? I was born in Easterus.
Well, not had that against you, Joe. You know.
I know. Don't worry about it, mate. I come up there for a holiday. I come up for a holiday now. I can see the picture for the window.
Easterus for your holidays.
RangersRadio.
Aye. That's it, mate. That's it. Well, two choices. You're a Barbados and Easterus. I go to Easterus.
No, but it's just a big group of Rangers fans that's on the radio.
I was the last game I come out. I went to Rangers and Hearts when we won the championship. Hearts beat us 2-1, and I come in the next week. Right? I went to West Ham and Tottenham. I mean, I love my football.
Well said, Joe. Well said, mate.
Banging that. You know what I mean? And a game's a game, mate. Come on. We've got this VAR pish down here, right? I'm sorry for swearing. We've got this VAR, right? It spoils the game, man. It's spoiling the game. Yeah? Mate, at the end of the day, he's left a wee bit on the player. The player's not made nothing here. Yeah? That's it. Referees went, okay, no problem. That's it, go on with the game.
Move on. Let me go back to Davy. Davy?
Aye, pal, how you doing?
Aye, no problem, mate.
Cheers, Joe. Some of the football in the second half, particularly the goal, was outstanding.
Aye, that's it, mate.
Joe, let me go to somebody else. Your name's Joe. Let me go to Davy.
Aye.
Right, Davy, let me go.
Davy to base. Right. I thought that the goal was outstanding. The quick passing. I think we were missing that in the first half, to be honest. That quick one-touch passing, instead of taking a touch and moving it on, passed it right away. I thought it was brilliant. Great finish for the wee man. He should have probably had a hat trick.
The only criticism I've got about him is we don't shoot enough, yeah? Outside the box, yeah?
Fair comment, Joe. You carry on, Davy.
I agree with you. We probably don't shoot enough, but I thought, the wee man should have had a hat trick. Kent was unlucky with that shot. I thought the keeper done well to get to that because I thought he was blind to it. But I thought the substitutions at the time were brilliant. See, we bringing Ruth on, and I thought he done great. But I thought Big Itten came on. He's winning free kicks. He's hard. He bought his time just to slow things down and take the momentum out of them when they were trying to throw everything at us. And I just thought the second half was brilliant. I thought it was we probably could have scored a couple more.
Well said.
And although they had a couple of chances, I don't think we were really in any danger. I mean, you've got Big McGregor in the goal. You know what I mean? I just
listen, lads, we've reached that time. We've reached that time in the evening. Fox doesn't pay overtime, so the last word of the night, the Fox.
Another one ticked off the list, and on we go to 55. Keep it going for the Rangers, as Albridge would say.
All right. Thanks to everybody for calling, and my mate Robert. He'll be back soon.
Here's the thing, I'll just say one thing, right? We shout out my mate Angus down the road, yeah? Right? But also one thing, he built a team that are young, yeah? They're only going to get better. They're only going to get better. Yeah?
Cheers, Joe.
Cheers, man. See you later, mate. We are the people. See you later,
Can I thank all the callers? Thanks to everybody. Thanks to Fox for joining. I know Robert will be back way soon. He'll be fine. Thanks to everybody for listening. Rangers Radio will be back tomorrow night between 8 and 10 talking about all things Rangers, and we'll be joined by Linda. Take it away, Old School Blue.
Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. Football is the game that we play all over the world. Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. We can show the world how to play, for we are Rangers, okay. Won't you come and cheer us? Help the boys along. White and blue, coming through with a song. Oh, Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. Football is the game that we play all over the world. Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. We can show the world how to play, for we are Rangers, okay. We'll be there to do it, do it if we can. Win the cup, hold it up in our hands. Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. Football is the game that we play all over the world. Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. We can show the world how to play, for we are Rangers, okay.